Right. Thank you for tuning in. School is in. Thank you for tuning in to the Jay Will Show. Thank you. You can stop clapping. Applauding now. The topic for today is the danger of cars driving themselves. They call it autopilot. I somewhat predicted the future some years ago when I watched on TV. They was experimenting with cars driving themselves, maneuvering themselves, so on and so forth. And of course, we know a computer is doing it for the car. All right. Your phone, any electronic device you have, pretty much is a computer. Listeners, let me ask you this. Do your phone act up sometimes? You're like, what's going on with this phone? Do your laptop, iPad, or any electronic device, does it acts up sometimes, freezes? All right, that's my point. Before I go any further, I want to go into this detail right here. The vehicles, cars, pickup trucks, vans, minivans, SUVs, whatever. Here's where the problem going to come in once they start driving themselves. Of course, for the most part, they may be responsive. It may be running okay or operating okay. Back to where the problem would come in at. There's going to be some instance that when this vehicle is driving itself on autopilot, by the way, they got a car called Tesla. I think they also make SUVs, maybe vans. And you can switch those vehicles to autopilot. There was an instance some weeks ago, the guy put his Tesla car on autopilot, and it could not, there was a tractor trailer coming, pulling out, whatever, doing this little turn, big truck, tractor trailer. The Tesla camera that helps autopilot the vehicle, it couldn't properly distinguish the sky and the color of the trailer that the truck was, pulling. So it continued on. It kept going until it impacted and killed that driver of the Tesla. Now, by the way, the Tesla is a very expensive vehicle. You can Google it, look it up, the price. Again, I predicted the future. Okay, let me get to the hardcore point. There's going to be some instances, just like the Tesla I just mentioned, the vehicle is okay. In that case, it couldn't distinguish the sky and the trailer that the truck was pulling. Maybe they was the same color, but there's other problems. Here's the other problems. Just like your phone, just like your iPad, your Android, uh, your phone, whatever kind of phone you have, it acts up. I'm right. I'm correct. Do your computer freezes sometimes? Where there's software that's active and responding to, technology or what have you, there's a possibility that it's going to sometime freezes. It's going to act up. It's almost like the computer is human too. It's not perfect. We freezes. We act up as human beings. We go on the blink. So that's my point in sometimes computer act like a human being. It freezes. And sometimes it's irresponsive. So okay, back to what I was about to say. There's going to be some instances in the future there's going to be more accidents with these autopilot vehicles, with these cars, trucks, SUV, vans, whatever, driving themselves. There's going to be reports of accidents. Of course, some deaths going to be behind that. And we're going to read about stories, topics. The vehicle did not stop like it's supposed to. The vehicle did not turn like it was supposed to. You see what I'm getting at? It's because sometimes computer software freezes. It acts up. I don't think they should go automatic with cars, make them drive, let them drive themselves. Okay. Of course, we're looking at that in the future. All right, here's the deal. Until they can come out with a computer software that could be topic as a non-freeze software or a non-freeze computer. Non-freeze means that it'll never freeze. It'll never act up. That's almost like your phone would never act up. Your laptop would never act up. Your internet connection will never act up. It'll never slow down, freezes. So at this moment in this time right now, while we're dealing with computers, every computer software stands a chance potentially freezing. Okay? Everything. It's okay with our phones or whatever because nobody's life is on the line. We're not driving or what have you, I guess. But it's a different story with airline pilots. Of course, they can put the plane on autopilot, but they're up there and they also monitoring it. They also have a little leeway because they up in the sky and they sitting there. They have to monitor it. Anything that look like if the computer inside in the cockpit of the airplane is not doing what it's supposed to do, they can see that and quickly switch over to manual. Pilots not supposed to put they put the plane on autopilot, but at the same time they must monitor the autopilot in case it freezes or what have you. Just like the the Tesla car, it froze, or I say it froze. They said it didn't recognize, it couldn't distinguish the trailer from the sky, the color of the trailer and the sky. So it made the vehicle continue on. And by the way, from what I understand, when the guy had it on autopilot, he relaxed. He was watching DVD. He took his eyes completely off the road, and he basically just totally relaxed. He didn't monitor it. You see, by right, he should have been there. I mean, he should have been. Of course, he was. Yeah, of course, he was there. He should have been paying attention. Okay, let me give you an example. While he was in it, while the vehicle was on the autopilot, he should have caught that. He should have. His senses should have kicked in like that and said, "Wait a minute. All right, this truck is pulling out. This car's not slowing down." Once you tap the brake on these vehicles that's automatic or cruise control, whatever you got going on, it cancels it and allow you to be in control. So that's my thought, my topic, the danger of vehicles, cars, SUV, minivans, driving themselves. Some people call it autopilot. When that comes into play, that feature you have in your vehicle, do not trust the computer 100% because it will freeze on you. It will most definitely freeze on you at the wrong time, the wrong place, and it could be the meaning of life and death. So I thought I'd share that with you, listeners. I appreciate y'all very much. I really do, for you tuning in and listening to Jay Will's show. And I will have more topics on things that could help us all out. And you also can share some things with me too, and I'll put it out there. And and hey, thank y'all very much. Hey, I love y'all, really I do, for listening to my station. And I will be in touch. And hey, again, don't forget to subscribe to me. Alright? It's been a good talking to you. And you know what? School's out. Peace.